Hey everyone, it's Lindy, and today I'm super stoked to chat to you about the Tortoise Mindset, how slow and steady wins the race of life. So as you know by now, I love telling stories. You might have tuned into the Win at Work podcast and listened to inspirational conversations. If you haven't yet, I encourage you to hop on over, pour yourself a glass of wine and enjoy the real and honest conversation of women who decided to do it scared. Have you ever heard Aesop's fable about the tortoise and the hare? It goes something like this. There once was a speedy hare who bragged about how fast he could run. Tired of hearing him boast, slow and steady, the tortoise challenged him to a race. All the animals in the forest gathered to watch. Hare ran down the road for a while and then paused to rest. He looked back at Slow and Steady and cried out, "How do you expect to win this race when you are walking along at your slow pace?" Hare stretched himself out alongside the road and fell asleep, thinking there's plenty of time to relax. Slow and Steady walked and walked. He never ever stopped until he came to the finish line. The animals who were watching cheered so loudly for Tortoise they woke up Hare. Hare stretched and yawned and began to run again, but it was too late. Tortoise was over the line. After that, Hare always reminded himself, don't brag about your lightning pace, for Slow and Steady won the race. As in several of Aesop's fables, the moral of this story is ambiguous and has been interpreted differently throughout history. Since that's the case, I thought I'd make up my own. The hare mindset. These days, most people try to live like the hare. Not necessarily in the way that they're bragging and boasting and challenging random turtles to sprint race, although some crazy nuts might, but rather that they want things to go fast. And when you think about it, the contemporary obsession with immediate results and instant gratification were being sold every day. This makes perfect sense. Everywhere we look, there are promises of getting rich quick, lotteries that will make you an overnight millionaire, fad diets and training programs that will transform your appearance in weeks or days. You can get fast food, 1 hour glasses, 30-minute photo processing, overnight mail, microwave food, instant hot water, and emails and text messages delivered anywhere in the world on a second's notice. These things have made us expect instant results to the point that when we don't get them, we get discouraged and immediately quit. But the truth is, lasting change doesn't happen overnight. And that is why I suggest we change our approach. So let's dive into the two major points. Firstly, the tortoise mindset. For the most part, the results we're looking for will rarely come quickly. But they won't take that long either, in my experience. They tend to take just a little bit longer than we are comfortable waiting for. Something that is built over time is built to last. But something that is built quickly just builds up one ego. Just like exercise for 1 hour 3 times a week for a month will show very little, if any, results. Reading one book in January won't make much of an impact on your personal growth. Meditating 10 minutes a day for a couple of weeks won't show much of an effect on your mind. But what if you decided right now to drop the quick fix mentality of the hare and instead adopt the mindset of the tortoise? What if instead of obsessing over and very likely getting discouraged by the short-term results, you focus on just taking the next tiny step in the right direction? Jim Rohn used to say that failure is a few errors in judgment, repeated every day. And that success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. If you took these principles to heart, you could have the following results within a year. You don't know what hangs in the balance or how you can change your life in 1 year. So, by exercising for 1 hour 3 times a week, you would have 150 plus hours of exercise under your belt. More than enough to have a huge impact on your health and appearance. By reading one book a month, you would have read 12 books. This means tons of new insights, ideas, and concepts to enrich your life. By meditating 10 minutes a day, you would have 60 plus hours of meditation experience. This translates, among many other benefits, into improved focus, creativity, compassion, memory, less stress and anxiety. It's not your speed, but your consistency that makes all the difference. It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. Confucius. So slow and steady wins the race. Yeah, how ironically it is when you shift your focus away from the results you want that they'll start showing up. When you start to relentlessly take the next tiny step, the result will inevitably show up as a side effect of the person you're becoming. I believe it works something like this. When you're consistent, that creates momentum. That momentum creates progress. The progress creates self-confidence. The self-confidence starts shaping a new, more resourceful and empowering identity. And with this new identity comes the ability to create lasting change in your life. So here's what I suggest. Take your goals and chop them up into small daily minimum quotas. Then start obsessing about executing on them every single day. If you found this helpful, please follow us on all our social media platforms at Win at Work and press the bell so that you don't miss any more episodes to get tips and strategies of up-leveling your life, your business and your career.